Hello, I thought it was time for another little vlog because I really enjoyed making the last one. And the coming days will be pretty fun, so I think it would be nice to take you along with me. Right now I'm doing my makeup because I need to film a few videos for my social media. Because lately I've been getting some collabs and it's been very exciting. A few weeks ago an agency reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be part of their influencer team. And I was a bit hesitant at first because I've joined agencies before and nothing really came from it, and I never really got any collabs, which was never my goal with my social media anyway. Like, it was never my goal to be an influencer, but it takes a lot of time to make content, so making a little money from it every now and then would help to make it a more sustainable thing to do, especially if I want to put more time into making content and making it better and having the time to make it better and stuff like that. So yeah, this agency reached out to me, and Ina, the agent, she just really got my social media and she understood what I was trying to do. Like, I mostly use my social media to inspire people and to share snippets of my life that I enjoy, like sort of making a personal scrapbook. And I want to keep it that way. I don't want to make my social media commercial, and I don't want to promote products in every post and blah blah blah. But with this agency, I've really been getting collabs that align with what I do and what I want to portray. And it hasn't felt like too pushy or commercial to me at all, which I am really happy with. And this way, social media does feel much more sustainable to me. Like, if I can make some money every now and then with a collab, I can keep up making the content, and that's what I love doing most. So yeah, it's been really good. But it does mean that now I actually have to make content sometimes, which yeah, today is just one of those days. So I'm gonna finish doing my hair and makeup, then I'm gonna film an outfit video for TikTok. And later today, I think me and Giovanni are going to a thrift store because the house is slowly coming together a little bit. We got two big pieces of furniture that we really needed, which was the bookshelf and the wardrobe. We both got them from IKEA because we needed something quickly, and it's just the most affordable option. But for the rest of the house, I really want more unique pieces and I want to take some more time collecting things. So we have to go through thrift stores as much as we can. But unfortunately in August, most of them are closed because here in Italy, the whole country just takes a holiday in August, which is iconic, but it does make shopping a little harder. But there's one open close to us, so we're going to that one this afternoon. And yeah, I'm hoping to just find some more decoration. And we still need some other big pieces of furniture like the couch, a TV cabinet, a dressoir, or whatever you call that. What do you call it in English? Like a bigger cabinet. I don't know what to call it. And just many other things. So let's see if we find some treasures today. And tomorrow we're going on a boat trip on Lago di Como. My sister and her boyfriend are on vacation here. They are staying at Como currently, which is very close to where I live. So they already visited the apartment, which was super nice. I've been having so many visitors this month, so I haven't had the chance to feel homesick yet, but it's been so lovely to show my family and friends around here, so that's been really exciting. But now we're going to visit my sister and my boyfriend at Como tomorrow, and they rented the boat, and we're going to just float around the lake for a few hours, which I'm so excited about. I just know it's going to be the most relaxing thing ever. The weather has been better the past few days, like it's not searingly hot anymore, where you can just lie on the couch in a puddle of your own sweat. Like, I can actually do things again. So the prospect of being a boat is much nicer now as well, because we won't be baking there like lobsters. We can actually enjoy the weather, which is so nice. So I think I'll film a bit there as well. But today, first, I have to do some work. Filming is done. I just need to edit everything, but I just remembered I haven't shown you the new bookshelves yet, and that is vitally important, so let's take a look. Here they are in all their beauty and glory. They are very empty right now still because all my books still need to come here from the Netherlands, which will happen at the end of this month. Just 2 more weeks and this will all be filled up with books, and probably all this too because it's not all gonna fit in here. But yeah, I'm so happy with how this looks. Right now when they're styled like this with all the trinkets, it kind of looks like rich people bookshelves, like the bookshelves of people that don't actually read. But that will be remedied very soon, believe me. Oh my god, I love them. Of course, we're also gonna get a new couch because this is hideous. So we're gonna get a beautiful, hopefully velvet corner couch here in front of the bookshelves, and it's gonna look so good. Oh my god. Okay, now that we're here, I might as well also show you the wardrobe. Oh my god, it's dark. It's not that interesting, but I'm very happy with it. It is huge because we have a lot of clothes. Also, here's the laundry. And this is my corner. And just look. The organization. Finally, I have space for my stuff. I'm so happy with it. Here's the other one. So beautiful. This reminds me of the top I bought this week at Urban Outfitters. I'm gonna show it to you in the light because it's so cute. Isn't that the most adorable thing you've ever seen? I cannot wait for fall to wear this. I cannot wait for fall in general. I want to wear fall clothes again. I miss it so much. I want to wear high boots, not my ugly sandals. I want to wear layers. I want to wear hats. But I need to have patience, and I'm going to save this for when it is finally a little colder. Brief book intermission because I have to talk about the book I finished this morning. I woke up super early because Louis started barking at like 6:15. But I still had to finish this book, so I kind of didn't mind. I just got up early, sat in the kitchen and finished this book. And oh my god, I loved it so much. This is a cozy fantasy. And every time towards the end of August, I start craving cozy fantasy books so much because I already want that like autumn feel, but nothing too dark yet because it's still like summer outside. And cozy fantasy is just like the perfect middle between autumn reads and summer reads. And this one definitely delivered. It is called The Spell Shop and it's by Sarah Beth Darst. Basically, this read like you were playing one of those cozy magical farming games on your Switch or something. Like, it was completely that feeling, except it was in a novel. Because in the plot of this book, a girl flees from the capital city because there's like an uprising there and a lot of unrest. And she goes back to the island she grew up on and she finds her parents' cottage completely overgrown, so she has to restore it and also find a way to make a living there. In the capital city, she was a librarian and she stole some spell books from the library or saved them from the fire in the library, and she hides them at the cottage, which is highly illegal because only professional sorcerers are allowed to practice magic. But she decides she wants to make a living by starting a jam shop. But unfortunately, because magic has left the island, everything is sort of not growing anymore. Like the trees are all dead, the plants are dead, and the people are struggling with finding enough food. So she starts using the magic spells to get the island flourishing again. And she starts growing all these berries to make her jams, and she has to find the customers for her jams. And there's this woman in town who has a bakery who keeps giving her cinnamon buns. Like, do you get the vibe? It feels like a cottagecore farming game. And yeah, I just loved it so much. The writing in these cozy fantasies is never super great for some reason. There's always some things that I find lacking. Like in this book, for instance, the plot was very convenient most of the time. There's a lot of like minor crises in every chapter and they were very conveniently fixed every time. So it was a bit of lazy writing, but because it was a cozy fantasy, I didn't mind so much. Like the plot wasn't high stakes or anything, so it's not that big of a problem. And the characters felt a little flat, except for Kaz, which is a talking sentient spider plant, and he was so anxious and so sassy, and oh my god, I love him with all my heart. But the rest of the characters did feel a little flat, and the main character starts out as this unlikable, grumpy character, and then she has a character development towards being more lovable and like embracing the island life. But that development was also a little bit abrupt. It didn't feel supernatural. So there was a lot of things that were not great about the writing in this book. But with cozy fantasy, I don't know. As long as the atmosphere and the vibe is right, I will love it anyway, and I can forgive the writing flaws. Because I don't go into a book like this expecting a literary masterpiece. I rate them based on the enjoyment, and this book definitely delivered on the enjoyment part. I loved it, and I can tell I'm sort of on a cozy fantasy kick right now, so I might continue with another cozy fantasy that I got from the same publisher. This is Tor. Wait, let me get the other one. Okay, so the other one is from Pan Macmillan, but Tor is like an imprint of Pan Macmillan, and this one is called Bewitched by Lucy Jane Wood, and it also looks extremely cutesy and cozy, and it's exactly what I need right now. So this might be my next read, but we'll see. Maybe I need to read something more substantial first and sort of alternate between those type of books. But yeah, that's what I've been reading. Now I'm going to make some lunch, and after lunch, me and Giovanni will go to the thrift store, so I will take you along to that. So good and everything is organized so nicely, and we're already getting so many things. I can't stop. This is only the first thrift store we're going to. Urban Outfitters is quaking right now. Imagine having a big farm kitchen with this. This is my dream. Beautiful. Look like a king. King of the blue painted chair. Yeah, you're right at eye level. That was a very successful first thrift store trip. We now have to go to the second one, but the car is already getting pretty full. So I hope we don't find any other good stuff, because then it won't fit. But this was very nice. I'll do a little thrift haul when I get home. Bags. That's going to be fun to unbox. Okay, we're back from the thrift store trip, and it was very successful. The second one was not as good as the first one. The second one was very small and very expensive. I don't know who worked there, but they knew exactly which things I wanted, and they made that super expensive. So we didn't buy a lot there, but the first one, amazing. So I'm just going to show you what I got. Where to begin? I think let's begin with this one. Might be my favorite piece of the day. This velvet green bench. It's very vintage looking. I don't know if it's actually vintage. I think it was 45 euros, and this is exactly the color of the couch that I want. So this will be a good inspiration for that, and this will just look very cute as well. We might put it behind the bed or somewhere in the living room. I don't know yet, but very cute. Then we got this Art Nouveau big can. I don't really know what it is or what its purpose is, but we might use it as a laundry basket because our laundry basket broke, and this looks so pretty. Look at that. I love the colors. And if you don't use it as a laundry basket, it might go in the kitchen with like a little plant on top or something, but it's so cute. I really, really love it. And I think I stacked some stuff in here. Yes. This fringy grandma lamp. It's so cute. I love it so much. When I saw this, I was immediately in love. This will look very cute on my desk or in the bookshelf. My dream is still to have a big standing lamp with a lampshade like this, but I haven't found one yet. Especially in the Netherlands, they were all gone. I think all the girlies wanted one. I think I have some bigger chance to finding one in Italy, but for now, this one is also very, very cute. Ooh. Other thing that I stacked in there is this bag. I think it's real leather. It is green. I love thrifting leather bags because then I don't have to buy new leather, and it's so sustainable. Like, you can use these bags for years and years. And yeah, I just wanted a more big slouchy bag for fall, and this one is perfect. And how much was this one? Let me see. I can't see, but I think this was like 20 euros, which is quite expensive, but for real leather, it's not that bad. Next up, some very heavy stuff. Oh, right. These two decorative flower plates. Very beautiful, and I think I want these in the bedroom when we have a plan for the bedroom. Oh my god, it's heavy. We got this, what do you call this? We call this a buste in Dutch. I don't know what the English word is, but it's a statue of Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. Very dark academia, and I have something similar like this, but the really ugly version. I'm gonna show it to you. It's behind me right here. I have this one, but it's a little cursed looking. It looks like a child with a very big forehead. My boyfriend always makes fun of the big forehead. So I think we can call this an upgrade. Then this beautiful, it looks like marmor box. Just because I need some more boxes for my trinkets. So this will probably be used in the bathroom for makeup and stuff. And then the stuff from the second thrift store. Not that interesting. A little flower pot for the basil we have. We have a very ugly gray pot for the basil right now. And this one is much cuter. This was €3. And something I'm very excited about. This. Lately, I've been so addicted to TikToks where a girl unboxes jewelry mystery vases. Like for some reason, all the jewelry is sold in vases. And she just unboxes them. And I was craving to do something like that myself. I was craving it so bad. And then I saw this in the thrift store, bags of jewelry, mystery bags. So it's not a vase, but still as fun. Each bag was €7 and I took 3 and I tried to pick ones that looked a little diverse. So I'm very excited to unpack these, but I'm not going to do that on here. I think I'm going to do that on TikTok as well, just for some fun little different content. So keep an eye out for that. Can't wait. For now, this was it, and I'm going to cook some dinner, relax tonight, and tomorrow it's boat time, so I will take you along for that. So I'll see you tomorrow. Outfit of the day. It's definitely way too warm, but I want my fall outfits, so I'm gonna wear them no matter what. For one of the bookstores in Milano for my birthday, but it was closed last time we went because August, everything is closed in Italy. So today was the day I could finally buy a bunch of books, and it was successful. So let me show you. The gift card was for €100 and I got 5 books, and I still have some money left over for another book, so that's great. And the first one I got is Sunburn because people have been recommending this to me. They think I would love it. And it's still summer, so I think it's the right time to read this. I don't know a lot about this except that it's set in Ireland, I think. Yes, and that's really all I know, but I'm very excited to read this. Then I have The Overstory by Richard Powers. I always gravitate towards this book in the bookstore because of the gorgeous cover, and I only know that this book has a special connection to nature because I made a video about books that make you feel like you're in nature, and a lot of people mentioned this book in the comments, and I've been obsessed with books like that this year. I don't know why. And then I read a review on Goodreads that said, you will love this book if you don't mind a book in which trees are basically the main character. After that I was sold. I think this is quite a difficult and layered book. It's also quite thick and has quite tiny letters, and it usually tells me I need my brain power to read it. But I'm very excited. I read Northwoods this year, and that's a book in which nature has a very important role. It's like a character in the book basically. And that's my favorite read of the year so far, I think, but I will make a video on my favorite reads of the year so far later. But if this is anything like that, I think I will enjoy it a lot. Next one I got is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. This is just one of those books I've seen around everywhere, and I always knew I was going to love this, but I just never got around to reading it. But I know that this is sort of like a dream-like, fever dream, magical realist type of book, I think, with very poetic and lyrical writing, and that is my favorite type of book. I did try to read her other book, the fantasy one, something about Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, I think. But I couldn't really get into that one. I think I want to try another day because the atmosphere was very nice, but it was just very slow. And I love slow books, but with that one it was extremely slow. And as someone who reads a lot of slow books, if I say it was extremely slow, it is extremely slow. But I still want to read it sometime because I just like the premise of it. But this one is not so long, and I know a lot of people will love this book, so that gives me high hope. Another thing, I always assumed this was like a mythical retelling, like a Greek myth, but I don't think it is. I think a lot of people thought that because of the cover, but I think it's actually not. But we'll see. I'm just going into this blindly. I think that's the best way to read this. Next up we have Tom Lake by Anne Patchett. This is also a book I've been gravitating towards at the bookstore a lot because Anne Patchett's writing is amazing, and the premise of this just sounds so interesting. It says, it's spring and Laura's 3 grown daughters have returned to the family orchard. While picking cherries, they beg their mother to tell them the one story they've always longed to hear, of the film star with whom she shared the stage and the romance years before. Tom Lake is a meditation on youthful love, married love, and the lives parents lead before their children are born. I think that just sounds very interesting. I love the cover and just the idea of someone telling a story while they are picking cherries in an orchard. That's all I want. Lastly, I got The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante. I just started the first book in the series. What is it called? My Brilliant Friend. And I'm loving it. I've had it on my shelf for so long, and I know so many people that love it, whose opinion I absolutely trust. So I always knew I was going to love it. I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. But I'm in Italy now. This was the perfect time to read it, and I am indeed loving it. So it was time for the second one. The third one was also there, but like, that might be too much. Every time I buy a whole series, I end up not liking it. So I thought I'll just go with the second one, and then if I love this one too, I'll buy the third one. There's no rush. So I have a second book in the series now. Just have to finish the first one, but I'm very excited to continue reading. And then the last thing I got at the bookstore is this letter paper, because me and my friends have started writing letters to each other, and it's very hard to find cute stationery in Italy. I don't know if anyone who lives here has any tips for cute stationery stores, but so far I've been having a lot of trouble finding stationery stores. Like, they have some sections in regular bookstores and stuff, and they have some like office stores, but that's very basic, like school and work stuff, but not like cute stores with a lot of like stickers and cards and paper and stuff like that. I long to browse through a store like that. So if you have any tips, let me know, but this is just what I found in the bookstore. Some letter paper, very cute, with flowers, and that will make my letters so much cuter. So I'm very excited to finally reply to my friends now that I have some paper. And when we came home from the trip to Milano to the bookstore, I saw a package in the mailbox, and I opened it, and it's so strange, but it was another copy of Sunburn, and I don't know who sent it to me. Like, no one, as far as I know, has my address here, so it's a little creepy because I also don't have like an Amazon wishlist that is connected to this address here, and it also didn't come from Amazon, but a company I've never heard of. So, I don't know. First of all, it's a big coincidence that this arrives in the mail the day I buy this book in the bookstore. And second of all, I don't know how it got to my house. So, that's a mystery. If someone sent this to me, please let me know. And also how you got my address. Maybe I ordered this a long time ago without remembering, but I don't think so. So, yeah. No idea, but now I have 2 copies, so I might either return the one I got at a bookstore or I will do a giveaway or give it to one of my friends. I don't know yet, but that was weird. So that was my day today. You saw the clips of yesterday when we went with the boat on Lake Como and it was so beautiful. Oh my god. It was not so sunny that day, which is crazy because it's been boiling hot and sunny every day this summer, and the one day we go on a boat it's cloudy and it actually started raining in the afternoon. But it was kind of nice because I don't think it's nice to sit on a boat at 37 degrees in the boiling sun. So this was refreshing. But it was insanely beautiful. We started in Varena and then we went along the coast to Neso because it's like kind of like a TikTok famous spot where you have a waterfall falling down and very cute houses. It looks like a fairy tale basically. So we stopped the boat there and we went swimming for a little bit and went to the waterfall. And we were there. I held on to the rocks to, you know, stay afloat and not drown. And then like this far from me, I looked to the left, this far from me, there was a snake in the rocks and just sort of came out because I was there and probably protecting its home. I got so scared, I jumped back like 3 meters. I've never seen a snake in the wild ever. This was my first time because in the Netherlands you don't have nature basically. There's like fields, farm fields and a little bit of forest, but nothing crazy lives there. I think we do have snakes in some parts, but very tiny and very not harmful. Italy has a bit more scary animals like bigger insects and stuff. The snake, I've never seen it in the wild. So that was scary and I swam back to the boat as fast as I could. Oh my god. But other than that, it was an amazing day and it was so beautiful and we saw so many amazing villas along the lake. It's insane, the houses at Lake Como. So beautiful. And also a few villas I think you can visit as a museum. Like for instance, there's this villa that I think was used as the set of Star Wars. And it's a museum and people can visit. So I think I want to do that sometime soon because it looks amazing. This afternoon I'm going to film a few TikToks and unbox the mystery jewelry bags that I showed earlier. But since I don't have any other great plans, I think I'll end the vlog here. And maybe I'll make a writing vlog with my hopefully soon to be writing schedule where I take you along in my writing process. I think that would be a fun video and I plan on filming a favorite books of the year so far. So keep an eye out for that and thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!